Bringing y'all up now. Hello, welcome back, y'all. Episode 17 of Sailing the Zamvarian Sea. We have the Glasses crew today, and we'll just go around. I'm Freya. I'll be your DM for this evening, and we'll go around, and everyone can say who they are and who they're playing as. And we'll start with Alexir because Alexir's next to me.
Mid drink.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're fine. Hey, I'm Alexander, super casual. I play Sai, the half-elf fighter.
Chanel.
I'm Chanel, and I play Callius, the tiefling warlock.
Ollie.
I'm Ali, and I play Ren, the Triton Druid. Also, she has another name, but whatever.
We'll get there. Frankie.
What up? I'm Frankie. I'm playing Fanrix, the Goblin Rogue.
Cooties.
What up? I'm Cooties. I'm playing Lunaris, the outsmart cleric.
And Kiwi. Sounded so serious.
My name is Kiwi. I'm playing Tetra, the human bard.
As I said, I'll be your DM for this evening. Last we left off, in the aftermath of the fight with the Black Fog Pirates, the next ship that came into port, Ren immediately recognized the symbol on the flag. Calantha woke Lunaris as the ship neared, and when the captain jumped off, Ren recognized her as Arnira Gryalin, who called her Princess Erethria from the nation of Zyria on the western end of Ajar, which is the continent to the east of here. She wanted to take Ren back to the nation of Zyria, but Ren didn't really want to go. Ren agreed to talk with the captain, and so you went into the tavern to discuss. After a long discussion and a lot of back and forth, she offered to have a few guards, but Ren and the party remained steadfast. However, Ren was able to send a letter off to her brother, and you guys settled the loot for the ship of the Black Fog. And at the request of Tanner and Marty, you have a decent amount of things to the town, including food, gold, and drink. Albert came through and identified some of the items, of which was a +2 scimitar, a wizard's spellbook, goggles of night, ring of water walking, and a wand of the war mage. With talk of a celebration coming later this afternoon or early evening, that is where we pick back up. So, is there anything that you guys would like to do in the hours leading up to the celebration?
What time is it?
It is early afternoon.
I think we're gonna take a nap.
Did you guys
Nap
not
sounds
take
Some
a...
ladies.
Did you guys ever
go
take
for a nap.
a short rest?
No.
No.
No. Before I take a nap, though, can I head to Albert's house?
Sure. Yeah, you heading back to the, like, blue, I believe, shed that he has, like,
Library.
library. Or the blue fenced house, that's what it is, yeah. You see the door to the shed is open, the book's lining, and Albert is sitting in his, like, chair, old gnomish man, who's kind of, and he has, like, a book in his lap, and he's just kind of, like, up against the wall. Kind of, like, slowly, like falling
he's so
over.
tired. I lightly knock on the frame. Oh, I'm so sorry, my dear Albert.
Ah. What can I do for you?
I was just coming to resume the conversation because I don't know how much longer we have here
Okay.
on light shards.
Okay, continue, yes.
I was curious if you knew anything about them. And had in your journey of research throughout the years.
I've never had one in my possession. I mean, I suppose there are some mentions of it in some of these books, but nothing historical in nature.
Could you point out which books to me?
Sure. That is... No, you like that one. And he, like, grabs a book, and it's sort of and he hands it over to you, and it's sort of like a, hero's journey type of a book that it looks like.
Okay. Like fictional?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, called The Adventures of Karis. If you want to borrow, it's, sort of, whether it's true or not, I don't know, but it's, sort of describes the things that light shards can do. Who knows if the author was taking liberties or not, I don't know.
I prefer that. The truth can be misleading.
That's literally false, but okay.
All right, Albert, I'll give this to you in the morning. Thank you so much.
Okay, good night.
I walk out because he's a little grumpy when he wakes up.
Goes back to sleep. Anything else that anyone would like to do?
Yeah, I'm a little hungry. I want to look on the floor for some snacks. You know me.
Give me a perception check.
Oh yeah, it's snacky time for old Fanny here. Perception, right?
Or investigation, I guess, if you prefer.
21.
Does he do this privately or like very openly?
Yeah, where are you
I'm open
searching?
about it, sweetie.
Privately searching on the floor.
Wait, can I do it openly though? I want the group to see
Yeah,
though, because
yeah,
I want to share. I want to share with my friends.
I'm just gonna say throughout this entire process, Ren is just like looking at him in pure disgust. Pure disgust, just like
Yeah, under one of the tables in the tavern, you do see like a half-eaten like piece of bread that someone either lost down there and just never picked up. And I mean, the inn is on the cleaner side, but this was probably dropped like recently. Not like they
Is
bust
there any like
down.
leftover food around?
Besides like the half-eaten piece of bread, if you want to go outside of the tavern, you might be able to find some more.
No, I think I'm just gonna pick up that piece of bread and split it in half, and offer Ren a piece. Here you go. I'm sorry about being an asshole earlier.
I'm just gonna take it that since you are willing to ingest this yourself, that you do feel like you're doing an act of kindness right now. So I am complimented by that, but I still cannot look over the sheer amount of disgust I have that you have offered me a piece of half-eaten floor food.
Hey, take it or leave you, sweetheart. You know what I mean? This is my offer to you. You know, if you don't want it, well, you know what?
I will look for something else to eat, but I do appreciate your simple act of kindness, if I can call it such.
But it's a snacky snack from your old pal Fanny. Come on, we're family. We share.
I'm speechless. I'm
Don't knock it till you don't knock it till you try it.
Ren's gonna walk away. Ren's just gonna walk away.
Okay, well then I find it, and is Callius in the building with me?
Yeah.
I offer it to Callius. Here you go.
Thanks.
Her loss, you know what I mean? Her loss. Her loss, handsome. Her loss.
I look, I'm like, is this to eat? Or
Eat up, handsome. Eat up. You earned it.
thanks. And I just put it in my pocket.
And I
I'll
officially
eat
got
it later, yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay, oh, yeah. Okay, I got my snack.
Anything else that you guys would like to do as you see people are starting to like set up in the like town, sort of, I guess town square. It's not really a town square, but sort of the market area, the covered market area that's nearby the docks. And you see that there are some people who are sort of working on the far, I guess it's the southernmost far right dock. They're doing, or pier rather, they're doing some kind of I guess construction makes it sound more intense than it is. They are kind of like hoisting something up to be set up for the celebration. You see like Calantha is out there prepping something for the celebration. You see a lot of like some of the farmers are sort of coming in, and you start to smell like food beginning to cook out in the sort of, I mean, I wouldn't call it town square, but I don't know how better to describe it. The market area of this small, I guess it's more of a village than a town, but this small town.
I would like to breeze through the book if I can, depending on how big it is.
Yeah, you've got it like 2-3 hours. So how fast of a reader do you think?
Oh, Petra?
Yeah.
Fast.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it's like like a teen novel basically, and it's very similar to like an Odyssey type, like the Adventures of Odysseus, of this teen, or not this teen, but this like young 20-year-old adult who is going through like island hopping basically in this Invarian Sea and finds a light shard, and it sort of describes the magical things that he is able to do with said light shard as he stumbles into more than just one, and he starts to like have basically these wishes fulfilled. And obviously those wishes kind of backfire on him, because a book would not be a book without the drama. But those wishes backfire on him, and it's basically his quest to sort of remedy that.
How does he make those? Does he, like, what are the mechanics of it that this character does?
It's more like forcing his will, and like, well, he holds the, like, are you saying like how does he like cast a spell, or like, yeah. He's making sure that he's holding it. He's sort of putting his will towards the shard itself. There's not actually like, it's not like as a bard you would know with like a spell scroll, you have to like actually do like spell casting with said scroll.
Yeah.
It's not quite like that, where you actually have to like cast the spell, but it is not like you can just, you know, what's the word? Yeah, he's putting his wants and desires onto the shard, and then the shard kind of like flares and disappears.
So it breaks after. Okay. And then last thing she would look for is who's this author and what year is it? How long ago was this made?
God, I need to write an author.
Sorry.
It was written in like what's current year? I thought it was 692. It's 691. Is that correct? Yes. So it would be, I'd say 622, and the author's name is Jeremiah Seartum.
Thank you.
Boom. On the spot.
Thank you, Frey Frey. Alright, perfect.
The amount of names I came up with for this session alone, and the first name that comes up isn't one that I just
Toy.
no.
I just.
So passing the time then for everyone else towards the celebration.
Yeah.
Our
Lunaris one.
Mhm.
I want to go find Martin and / or Corey. Are they
Marty,
in the
yeah.
tavern? Or Marty?
Yeah, you see that they are Marty is still running the tavern, but Corey is out. You guys see that I believe you guys gave the keg of ale to them.
Yeah.
Corey is out there in the like center of town, and as it starts to near, like you see her like carrying like that keg, that barrel. I guess it's more of actually a barrel, not a keg. This barrel of ale, like by herself. She's a very large woman, and quite strong, but she's carrying it over and sets it down next to one of the tables. And then you see her like go into the shop, and she starts bringing basically like mugs and like pints out, basically for people to drink later, and starts like setting them up on the table. But Marty's running the shop. Or the tavern, excuse me.
Lunaris would like to go lend a hand to Corey and like help set out like tankards and mugs or
Tankards,
whatever.
yeah, that's the word that I was looking for.
And
Absolutely.
she would like to, as she's kind of setting shit out.
And
like-
Corey's like, thank you for the help. Kind of help her get like some like, because it's not like, this is like a pretty, even though it's towards the colder end, it's just sort of towards fall, they're still getting like, they have like a block of ice that they like put underneath the keg, and you kind of like slide the ice underneath, and then she puts it down on top of it. Sort of looks to you as you go to talk.
I want to know if you know anything about Calantha's wife. Just like,
Maria?
Yeah.
What do you want to know? I mean, she's right over there. You point, and you see that
don't point.
you see that sort of off towards the, I guess it would be the southern end. They're setting up like a target, and they're practicing, and you see Calantha with this hand axe throws it at the target, and Maria kind of like gives like a little golf clap as Calantha hits probably something like bullseye or something like that, and she goes and retrieves the axe. I mean, she can make, I don't know, what is, she's a nice woman. What is there to know about her?
Just like how she is as a person, what's she into, do you know her favorite food or drink?
She's a wine drinker for sure. I got that. I know that.
Lunaris takes out a piece of parchment, like
Food
scribbles
wise,
something.
and she always gets a cheese platter, I feel like. Basically every time she's in.
Butter.
She like, I mean, I haven't hung out with her before, but I mean, she makes clothes. It's usually kind of her side gig, I would say. Helps out Calantha at the smithy when Calantha needs her to. Sometimes runs the I guess the storefront. I don't know, they go on walks a lot. Around the island. It's not a big island, but I don't know, I see them. It's weird, I wouldn't call it hiking, but I see them walking around a lot. I don't Oh, nice woman.
He's platter and wine. Very, very helpful. And do you know anyone that does hang out with Maria and Calantha and Slashor?
I mean, probably Tanner would be. They're good friends. I would say.
Very helpful. Thank you very much, Corey.
Of course. Thank you for the help.
She dawdles off.
Yeah, you do see Tanner is if you're looking for Tanner, he's helping. You see, for those who might be familiar with it, at the edge of the dock, there are a few people that are setting up like a 20-foot log at the end of the dock, which I don't know if any of you guys would recognize this, but are basically angling and setting up, and you see there's like a bunch of these like fisher folk who are setting it up, and Tanner's kind of helping them just be muscle for this game that they're setting up. But is there anything else that anyone would like to do before?
I'm exhausted. Ren's exhausted. She would like to sleep.
Yeah, absolutely. There are more than enough rooms up in the tavern or in the inn that you can go and basically have for free and just rent out to sleep in. Rent out for free.
Ren.
Have, yeah.
Rent out. Sorry.
Moving towards the celebration, you guys see people from all across the island. We'll get a change of music here. People from all across the island. Where is it? I have too many D&D song playlists.
I do have a question, DM. Does that short rest count as the change of level, or is it going to be the long rest?
Yes.
It does, or it does not?
With a short rest, I would say. Absolutely.
Okay.
But as you guys see, sort of moving into late afternoon, more and more people throughout the island, a lot of people that you guys haven't seen before start coming in. And as like probably somewhere in the range of like 200-300 people gather together for this almost like Ren Fair-esque thing in the town square. There's some upbeat music. It's a bit trivial, Tetra, from your perspective. You see like this halfling teenager with a lute, and there's this dwarven woman who are kind of with a violin, who are sort of setting the mood in the town, in the market area. And even if it's a bit trivial, it does help liven and set the mood for an area that, I mean, still has literally as like a sunk ship, like 30 feet away. And like, while the bloodstains have been cleaned by now, there are now like, you know, kids running around and elderly folk that you guys, in your entire time here, there have never been more than like 20 people in this town area, and now there's a couple hundred. You guys see that the Warm Smirk family is set up at their table, and there's a sign, and sort of marked on the sign, it just says free a stew in common, and then also in halfling for those who speak halfling. And they're just like passing out these bowls of food, and you can see like that massive cauldron. There's this pair of two humans who are clearly related, and Faria Aril, who fought with you guys, is also there, and the three of them are making the stew together with the Warm Smirk family, dishing up these bowls and handing them out to anyone who needs one. There's another set of people, an elderly elven couple. These two women are making and handing out like fried corn on the cob. They've got like a fire going and they're just like roasting it over, so like sprinkled with like pepper flakes, kind of like elote. And you see Corey is pouring ale and handing it out for all the adults to drink. You see basically a bunch of people who don't have much, who are coming together to set up a fun and welcoming environment that people can finally